Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Another day of doing a video about the God series Toaru. I hear you guys. You want Alice? Alright, motherfuckers, I'll give you Alice. Alice Anotherbible makes her way to the YouTube channel after very popular demand. Honestly, I don't know why all you guys want to see Alice Anotherbible on the YouTube channel, but I mean, sure, here we are. On the other hand, we also have another Alice from the series Bibliomania. Honestly, the reason why I chose her was because, well, I never really talked about Bibliomania, and two, according to this certain individual who's in my Discord server, yeah, that guy. She's apparently quite powerful and can do a lot more, and she's near the same level of Alice in terms of power. So, I don't know, I just thought it'd be a good matchup, so yeah, get excited. For those of you who do not know, Alice Anotherbible is a character from Genesis Testament from the Toaru series. She is based off the character Alice in Wonderland. Shocker, I know, who would have guessed? She is the leader of a group called the Transcendents because of her immense power, which we will get into. Alice Anotherbible can heal and resurrect herself and function without a head. Basically, this just gives her type 2, 3, and 4 immortality. Alice is a very cool character, being based off the series Alice of Wonderland, but did you guys know that she actually has the power to BFR characters? I know, man, we coming in hot! In Genesis Testament Volume 5, Alice brought Toma into a whole separate reality without him even knowing he was brought there. Of course, Toma found out much later, but regardless, Alice did in fact bring Toma into a separate reality of her choice. With that being said, you could also make the logical argument that Alice does in fact have limited plot manipulation, as she was able to control the whole entire reality that was created that when she brought Toma into. Again, I highly suggest that you read all of Genesis Testament Volume 5 to have better context for this feat, because I'll tell you motherfuckers right now, I am not showing you all of NT5, wait, GT5, fucking god, dude, GT5 in all one video. No, you guys should go read it for yourselves. It would just be so much easier, and just, I'm too lazy for this shit. But let's just talk about how Alice can BFR any motherfucker into any type of reality that she so chooses to. But seriously, trust me, read GT5, it's really good. Actually, honestly, just read all of Genesis Testament, it's all really good, except Genesis Testament Volume 3. Also, by the way, since she is able to warp all of reality as shown when pulling Toma into that world, thus changing the phase, this is just showing us that she is capable of using magic and controlling the laws of the world. Should be pretty obvious, but I just had to add that in there. Alice can arrive at her desired location with a single step, no matter what the distance is. Plus, crawling backwards causes attacks to phase through her. I don't know why it was crawling backwards that warrants this ability. It's kind of goofy if you ask me. I don't know what Kamachi was thinking, but I mean, I guess you could say that she's just intangible whenever she feels like it, or can become intangible when she feels like it. I don't know. It's something. It's pretty cool, I guess. But guys, I really want to talk about this next ability yeah, I get pissed when I stutter. Anyways, this is the skill or ability that I really wanted to talk about. Alice can build a bridge between any theory or concept to make it a reality. That is beyond fucking cracked for a character in the Toaru series. Now, don't get me wrong, she's not like some feathering battler Angie type people, right? No, nothing like that. But damn, that is insane. If Alice has the power that lets her build a bridge between any theory or concept, her reality warping ability is genuinely limitless. Like, she is the epitome of a no limits fallacy when it comes to this. As much as I would like to keep talking about this right now, I will get back to this later though. She also has the ability to control space, kinda anyways. She can isolate people from outside interference in a labyrinth that is spatially and temporally cut off, and she can cut through space with her claws. So that's yeah, I mean, control space and cut through space. That's pretty good. Alice can turn anything into a weapon, be it an object, a phenomenon, a dildo, a living being, just by grabbing it, robbing it of its will in the process. She can also use mind control to take control of a guy named Frill-san, for example, to attack exclusively with lightning. She also made Shirai Kuroko work with a fugitive criminal and cause Uiharu to uncharacteristically and casually report the tragedies caused by Academy's dark side. See, now this is genuine power of a I can't talk, man. This is the power of true imagination that's being used as a weapon. Alice can pinpoint the exact location of her target, making her attack a guaranteed hit. She can also seemingly protect those on her side by passively protecting them from taking any damage and ensuring their attacks will always hit. Even when they purposefully try to miss, she can make every attack miss even after it has been fired by confusing the attacks aimed or locked onto her or anybody else. Basically the ability to control fate. Those that are killed by Alice are unable to be revived. And bro, are you nerds ready for this? She can burst someone's heart from a distance with the flick of a finger. Alice literally going into multiple verses, just finger flicking motherfuckers out of existence. Yo, this is how this shit would be playing out, right? Oh, also, I guess, she can create clothing, so that's pretty cool. I mean, yo, shout out to Honkai Star Rail, though. I mean, they got some fire fucking outfits. I ain't gonna lie, they're really, really cool. Also, Alice Anotherbible possesses every one of the Transcendence abilities. Oh, and by the way, one of these powers is that she can just erase you from existence. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Not only can she flick a fucking finger and make your heart explode, she can literally just erase you from existence. Eviscerate you. Other big words that just say disappear from reality. That's goddamn. She can use good old Mary's pocket reality power, which can produce anything in the world, including non-existent forms of death. She has the power to control curses, as the second saga has the ability to create a curse that ensures death and will follow its victim to the end of the world. She also has the ability to automatically deflect all attacks against Alice herself so that she herself does not have to act. Oh my god, dude. Alice is also able to instantly kill by cutting the threads of life and destiny if one fails to defeat it before it spins the spool of a certain amount of times. Oh yeah, obviously she has non-physical interaction, but you know, I kind of figured we all just assumed that at this point, especially when she can deal and just move people into Alice in Wonderland, you know, the fictional world that's in the phase that she changed so effortlessly. Oh, and yeah, she can like control a griffin or turn into a griffin. I don't remember exactly what happened in GT 5, 6, 7. It's been forever, dude. Don't hop off my nutsack. Like I mentioned earlier, I think Alice has control over time. Wait, I think, what the fuck? I know she has control over time. It was stated to have, it was stated, shh. She was stated to have total control over time and is able to move and act freely within that stopped time. For those who do not know, Alice was stated to manipulate the world on the same level as Othinus. She can alter the shape and size of the world to fit any proposed theory, be it scientific or magical. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier about what I wanted to get back to, right? I don't think you guys fully understand like the power of this ability. If there is any theory or concept, whether magic or scientific, that has basically, for example, an infinite dimensional structure that transcends one another, or an infinite hierarchy that's grounded to real life, because again, Toaru is based off real life, right? Everything is just grounded by reality. Alice can just control that realm, space, phase, whatever it may be, concept, theory, anything. So I got an example, right? Let's take Platonic concepts, for example. Neoplatonism. We are all power scalers. We've all seen the arguments for outerversal Platonic concepts and why they are, you know, what they are. I'm not going to go into it. You're a power scaler if you're watching this video, so I'm going to assume you know. Again, this is just one example, but like if Alice could just control that concept and make it an idea of reality by bridging it together into her own verse or the phase, that would literally establish that Toaru verse or phase could theoretically have an infinite dimensional structure that transcends one another. Now, of course, this is uber wank. Obviously, it was never proved or said or showed, but going based off all the speculations that lead up to this, given Alice's power, how it's grounded to our real life, how we could use any theory, concept, idea, principle to ground her idea by using her ability with the bridge. I mean, that's pretty fucking insane if you ask me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. But now we need to go to the other Alice. Oreo, I fucking hate you. Alice is a character from Bibliomania, and honestly, I didn't think I'd ever talk about her. This isn't a super known series by any means. Of course, there are those certain gremlins who rep the verse. Man, I wonder who we're talking about. But in Bibliomania, the guests can warp reality, create things from nowhere, and realize all of their wishes. Keep in mind that Alice in this case is a guest, granting her these abilities if it wasn't very made clear, or if you don't know the series, just, you know, to be clear. The guests can even create and reshape the entire universe according to their desires, and freely change the physics and laws of the universe, and create worlds with different physics laws, such as guest 413, who freely changed the laws of gravity. These guests can live forever, and Alice can always revive herself instantly anyways. Basically, she's got type 4 immortality, just like Alice Anotherbible. Oh yeah, piggybacking off the immortality, the guests can revive and kill people over and over. The guests can use magic, and they also have control over souls. The souls of the guests are within a book. As the book itself, she has the power to absorb all the flesh and souls of the guests. She absorbed several humans and their souls, and she absorbed even more souls and the serpent itself. I really like saying the word and I'm pretty sure I'm retarded. Alice is a pretty monstrous individual, if I may say so myself. She is a book who is far stronger than the serpent, as she added a lot of others, I guess, universes or pages into the serpent and absorbed them and then killed the fucking serpent. Although she can vary in size and, you know, for the most of the time she'll use a smaller form, it doesn't ultimately matter, like when you're up against another reality warper like Alice Anotherbible. Once she's seen something, she will never forget it, as she ordered all kind of books from all corners of the world just to read it. Then she absorbed the book of the truth, and she gained the knowledge of everything. Basically put, I guess you could say she's got nigh omnipotence. Is that the right word? Yeah, I think it's the right word. Since Alice is basically a fucking book, she has a higher dimensional existence, technically speaking. So I mean, you know, she is far stronger than the serpent. I already said that, but as she added a lot more other pages, this just, I guess, solidifies she has a higher dimensional existence. Sweet. So universal at best, right? I never realized how powerful Alice Anotherbible was, because like when I read Genesis Testament, I didn't really power scale. I read it just to read it because I was going to be on Aeon's podcast to talk about it. So I didn't even bother power scaling. That's what I have all you nerds for. But I just, it hit me all at once to realize how actually powerful she was. Both Alices can warp all of reality, and they even have the same type of immortality and speed, funny enough. But if you look at these two on paper, they are very similar in terms of power. Honestly, you could say that it could be a stalemate to some extent. But if we're talking scaling wise and I mean, I guess you could say I'm biased because, oh wow, a Toaru YouTuber doing a Toaru character, surely she's gonna win, blah, 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 blah. Whatever, man. All I'm trying to say is that Alice Anotherbible just has more utilities to her abilities of reality warping, and especially being able, like, for her to bridge any concept and whatever, bridge concept, theory, reality, whatever, to make it reality. Whatever, you know what I mean. Long story short, Alice Anotherbible just beats Alice from Bibliomania. There's no really other way of going about it.